Hey, I wanted to come on and wish all of you who celebrate a very, very Merry Christmas. And I wanted to come on once more before the new year because I don't plan to be on this channel much in the year 2026, but I want to thank you for all the support you've shown me in my recovery, the encouraging messages, everything that you've done for me since I've started this channel. This may not be goodbye forever, but I have many things that I'm working on, and I've come to realize that my message here on YouTube, it has to be very much censored, and my messaging seems very repetitive because I can only share a certain amount of things without having a lawyer, approve what I'm going to say. But for that very reason, I definitely want to prioritize writing, completing, and publishing a book with my personal story, because in that realm, I could have the protection needed to publish a memoir. And so that's one of my long-term goals, and it is something I'm going to be pushing for in the next year. But I don't expect that to happen right away, if at all. But I do have other goals that I'm working on, and I know realistically I can't focus on those goals and have the time to put out videos over here. And we could all kind of admit that I don't think the videos have really been that great lately. So I'm going to take a long, extended break for an undetermined amount of time. But I just wanted to say thank you and Merry Christmas. And I thought I would show you our little cozy corner that me and Nico have started decorating every year for Christmas. I'm the type of person that doesn't care about decorations whatsoever. Like, if we didn't put them up, I'd be perfectly happy, but he absolutely loves decorating. And so it's a tradition that we've started doing together. And I found joy in finding some of the pieces, a lot of the pieces at like 90% off retail, or getting them at estate sales. And I like incorporated some that were from my childhood that I thought was really cool. So the holidays kind of evolve every year in my sobriety, and I find Christmas is one of my like absolute most favorite times of the year. And so I wanted to do a little cozy Christmas video before the year was over and wish you all an amazing, beautiful new year. I must say, as a non-decorator, I'm very proud of how this space turned out, and very little money was spent to create this. So once the tree's up, I love this sort of cozy, nostalgic energy it brings. And this tree was actually purchased at Walmart the second year we had this home, because the first year I couldn't afford it. I didn't want to put the money towards the tree, but I got it 90% off for a whopping $11 at Walmart. And what I love about the tree is that it actually reminds me very much of the tree we had growing up. It doesn't look realistic, but that's not really the point. And then I hung these lights up this year with these little tinsel snowflakes. And my son did, I would say, like at least 70% of the decorating. It doesn't seem like a lot, but to somebody that doesn't decorate, this can feel overwhelming. And the fact that he likes to do this together every year, now I look forward to it. So he goes to estate sales with me sometimes, and he helps pick things out. And so he is very drawn to like shiny and Christmassy type things. So I very much have to limit it. I have two like tubs in the garage, two bins in the garage designated to Christmas. And anything over that, I say, well, you have to get rid of something or we just can't have it. This Santa Claus is made of crochet. I thrifted him because I want to use that crochet in one of my digital art collections for Etsy for next year. But this year I just posed him up there as a Santa. Then my son takes these wise men from the Nativity and he places them randomly throughout. He says they're coming from all parts of the world. I can't put up the decorations without the Nativity, the true meaning behind Christmas. And this Nativity is also special because it was passed down from my mom. And I love how sort of rustic and abstract it is and very minimal. And then I added the little trees and the vintage lace to go underneath it, which I think makes it feel really artsy. So this pillow was actually a wrapping paper somebody gave a gift. My mother-in-law gifted us that. I just took off the label and reused it as a throw pillow cover. I thrifted these little teddy bear ornaments, but I just use them as little shelf decor. These are like the exact ones we had growing up that were my favorite that my mom used to put on the tree. Keep in mind, if my house burned down tomorrow and I lost all of this stuff, I actually like would not care. It's all stuff, right? You can just get it again. But having the tradition where we put the stuff up and it has some of the pieces have stories behind it, I actually really love that. And then when I lay down at night to read and go on my tablet, this is what I see. I see these glowing lights here, and then to my right is the tree. And I find it just really cozy and calming. And I actually now enjoy this part of the year where normally I'm deeply depressed during like the fall and winter months. So this has kind of been a nice change. And then another childhood tradition we continued. If you can see over there in the corner, that little dog bone. Um, of course, I'm a dog mom, so I love that it was that design, but it's a Christmas countdown, which we did as kids, and I love carrying that tradition with my own family now. So here's a little close up of the tree, and I let Nico pick most of the ornaments, so they're very much themed to what he likes. And then I like to add vintage ornaments that I pick up at estate sales, and he picked up these disco ball green and red styles. I think gold too, and those are really cool. Most of the ornaments we both kind of favor like whimsical animal ornaments because we're both very much animal lovers. I had to limit how many he had though. He wanted to get a ton of those. And so yeah, and then he likes the star tree topper, which I'm personally not a fan of, but again, this is his thing. And I would love to put an angel up there one year, but for now we have the star. And then this is what it looks like when you walk in the door and you see these birds hanging on this yarn. And these birds were like from Target, but I just absolutely fell in love with them because they're wearing little winter outfits, which I think is hilarious and fun and cute. And so then when you walk in, this is what you see. And this little corduroy donkey is from like the 1980s because he's been around since my childhood. And my mom passed him down to Nico, and Nico loves him. He named him Corduroy, obviously. So Nico decorated the ledge here, and then I added these vintage snowman stocking holders. And Nico's stocking was actually also wrapping paper. Somebody wrapped his gift, my sister-in-law wrapped his gift in that a few years ago, and I love the stocking, so we kept it. Then Bella, of course, has her little stocking for treats. And so yeah, there's our little Christmas, cozy Christmas corner for the holidays that we put up every year. And I hope that you all are enjoying the Christmas holidays that are special for you and your family or your friends, however you choose to celebrate. I hope you're enjoying this holiday season, and I do look forward to the next time I get to see you and talk to you. But for now, peace.